Sunday. Pray y'all had a good Saturday, a restful one. So today I'm just turning simple meal ideas into something nice and extraordinary. So I will just be starting with box mashed potato, and I will be using just this large box of the Idaho, can't speak today, and it's plain, it has no sugar or nothing added. You do what you will with it. So I have my, you can use spring water or some kind of clean water, not tap. Okay, and I will be using sea salt, just roughly a teaspoon and a half. And I made it come to a boil first, and then I turned the heat down to a low. And I will be using a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And we're gonna be mixing. This is before I put the potato mix in. And I will be using as well some dry thyme, like a quarter, not too much, like a pinch. Not too much to change anything. A pinch of basil, just making it dry herb to be nice and pretty. And a pinch of parsley flakes, dry parsley flakes. That's going to give it its color and extra beauty, making it extra beautiful. And this time I'm going to mix it, and then I'm going to stir it. And then you, at this point, you can taste to see if you need any salt or anything else before you add in your mashed potato. Caliente, y'all. Let's use. It's good on salt. But I'm gonna add a little bit more because it don't need it, but when you add stuff, it's gonna dilute your water. So I'm going to add a little bit more. We're gonna mix, bring everything to a boil, well incorporated. All right, y'all. And I poured it in this container so you could see roughly how much I'm using for this amount, because sometimes when you pour in directly from the box, it can mess things up. And here I'm gonna add in our butter. We're gonna let that melt in, mix it in. And we're gonna do this right. I wanted to turn up the heat, y'all. We're gonna make that melt come to a nice melt. And on the side, I'm just making cabbage, y'all. On the other side, I'll be making some cabbage. Mixed vegetable to go with my pear. I'm gonna let that come to a boil. Let it do what it do. Then I'm gonna add in some mozzarella. If it will come out. Mixing still. Then I'm adding some 5 cheeses. It's like a fiesta blend. Gonna mix everybody in. Then we're gonna add in, I love this cheese, it's Munster. Gonna give it a nice flavor. Gonna mix it. Make sure that you're mixing. I turn up the heat a tad bit. It smells delicious, y'all. Delicioso. Turn this one down. Because in this moment, you gotta mix. Even as you're pouring. Continue to mix. So let's mix. So I'm waiting for the butter taking a little bit longer to dissolve. So I'm going to turn my heat down and then gonna slowly add. And you can add as much as you need or as little as you need. If you need more, you can always just go back and add. But just make sure you're stirring and your temperature is not too high. Turn it down low because it will start splashing everywhere as it's doing here. So I'm going to remove it a little bit. I'm going to start to get rid of all the lumpies. And if you still have some lumps in here, what you can go ahead and do is basically get some hot water to match the same temperature and just mix it in. And as you can see, nice and pretty. I turned it off, but it's still, you know, going to be giving the bubbles because this Dutch oven makes things really hot and it remains hot. So it's like you're making grits. Gotta stir and make sure you move. So if you can pop here. There it gets hot, hot, hot. Okay, you can see, and it's even going to thicken more if you need. Just like that. Nice and pretty. You can see how pretty this is. It's a good consistency. Really neat. I put some water on boil in the thermos to see if I needed it, but I like this consistency. The thickness is not too much. And like I was saying, if you need any hot water to cool down, just add a little bit and you keep it moving. Keep it moving just like that. We'll get rid of any excess bubbles. Nice, pretty, and delicious. And since I'm making it cheesy, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more cheese. Just to give it that extra pizzazz. Right. Looking good, looking good. And at this rate, this baby here is here looking scrumptious. You don't need anything else. It already has this, and that's how you make your home style herbal and cheese garlic mashed potato. And voila, let that melt a little. Okay, that is doing its thing. Gonna let that simmer. Simmer down. And basically, welcome y'all. This is it, how it looks, nice and pretty. Don't need to add anything else to it. That's that. We're gonna be working on the next one to pair with this beauty, this babylicious beauty. There it is, babylicious beauty. Babylicious beauty. So we'll be making some we're gonna pair it up and I'll show y'all. Hold on y'all. Oh my goodness, our signal. Ay, ay, ay. Signal losses. So we'll be pairing it with we're gonna be pairing this with some nice looking chicken, y'all. Are we still there? I know it's having some technical issues. Nice and creamy. Nice and creamy, y'all. And I'll be pouring our chicken on here. So this is for if you love your protein. Protein. Okie dokie. Let's slide this over. We're gonna pause. Shalom, y'all. Welcome. Yes, who said yes? Making breakfast, indeed. And it's not, it may look like a lot of cheese, but it's not a lot because it's finely shredded. So when you are making cheesy mashed potato, it's gonna take more cheese because you're making a larger amount with finely shredded cheese. So the potency is not as strong. So it's not gonna be overbearing on you too much. Okay, let's get this party started. Turn our pot down. We're gonna get our onions in so our onions can get nice and sauteed. Nice and sauteed. Okay, pour in our onions. Getting our garlic, our onion sauteed with our garlic. So let's see how it goes. Let's get this sauteed up. This one is gonna be quick since I already made our mash already. And this is fresh diced garlic here. And to get it out, you just gotta smush it. Fresh diced garlic. Just gonna be getting it right. Let that saute and does what it does. So we're gonna get the party on. That's gonna be sauteing, looking so nice. Cutting out the rest of our vegetables. Okay, here we have our zucchini, our dinner zucchini. Let it go flat. Okay, chop the rest. Put them in, put them in. Gonna be so good. Yes. Okay. Looking scrumptious. Looking nice. So those gonna be sauteing while we work on our vegetables. Okay. We're gonna cut our celery as small as we can. So pour them in, pour them in. Pour them in, pour them in. While those are sauteing, collecting flavor. This point, add some veggies. And a sprinkle. And some spices. Size up your life. Some dry thyme. Some black pepper. This is a nice please. Zucchini delight. Just open. Let's get the party started. Uh-oh, y'all. Almost burned it. All right. Looking good, looking good. These zucchinis looking scrumptious. Let me saute. Okay, we're going to drop in our fresh thyme. Remove it. I want it to get done. Yes, yes, yes. Adding our fresh celery. And scotch bonnet from my garden. And scotch it. Move it around, move it around. So let's see. Turn it, flip it. These zucchinis looking so good. Tasty. Gonna cut these peppers to go in it so we can finish this baby up. It's just there collecting all its natural juices, building. It's pretty green. In here we have zucchini, we have fresh garlic, onion, caramelized, we have celery, zucchini. Pretty. and some Scotch bonnet fused slices. Spicy pepper. Alrighty. So in this mix, I have a variation of pepper. I have tricolors. You're gonna drop it in. Cooking with colors, y'all. It's so important. And this was the pepper I was speaking of, the spicy habanero or Scotch bonnet pepper. It's gonna give it a nice flavor. You don't need a lot. This was a small one and I just cut a few pieces, sliced it up, and that was it. Look at this. Cooking with colors. It's a must. Yes. And the flavor, that dry time, how it sticks to the zucchini makes it so pretty, and it smells good, y'all. It smells delicious. I'm gonna check it to see. This may need to put some fresh cracked pepper in here. Bring it on home to mama. Bring it on home to mama. Looking up for a pepper station a bit. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, y'all, can y'all see that? How pretty it is? Ooh, la la. I'm over here dicing up some. Yeah. And my pretty girls. One of my pretty girls. So we don't want this to we're gonna go ahead and add just to loosen it up a bit. There we go. Let's stir it around. It's time. Stir it around. Have some flavor, juiciness. Yes. Make you want to eat your vegetables. Make you definitely want to eat your vegetables. I know it makes me want to chow. And this is how I chop my kale, my pretty girl kale. I chop it real small. You fold it and chop it nice and green. Let's start green. And let's drop it in. Let's fold it now. Fold it. Fold it in. Fold it in. Look what's going to come out, because this is going to add moisture. I'm going to add some warm water. Just a little bit. To bring it on home. Loosen it up. Let's get some sauce in here. Saucy. You don't need too much. That's why you cook it on low, so it can gather all its natural juices that it was born and fed from the rain and being watered. So with vegetables, you don't need a whole bunch of water. You have its natural juices in it. Naturally pretty and delicious. Look at this. From my mind to yours. With love. Catering Co. With love, y'all. With love. With love. So darn delish. Yes, let it saute and do what it does. Yes, so good. Sprinkle a little bit of sugar and spice on the top. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Was too much? Good morning. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Mix it in, mix it in. Yes, y'all. We're gonna watch it steam a little. Simmer down. simmer and simmer, simmer, simmer. Simmering, y'all. It takes a little time. Okay. You see those natural juices here? That's what we want to bring home. That's what we want to bring home. This point, y'all, it's just low simmering. That's it. Basically done, done, done. Done, done, done. Done. Okay, y'all, it's basically done. We are gonna chow, chow, chow. Let's taste before we add anything else. We got one more baby to add to this kale, baby. Hot, hot, hot. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Make you want to jump for joy. Where you at, Joy? Make you want to jump for joy. We're going to finish this with the rest of this spinach. Just put it right in here. I don't like my vegetables to waste because they're costly, y'all. Don't like it to go to waste, so we're going to use the rest of that little spinach. And just a quick FYI, this is why a lot of people don't like kale or don't like to cook with it. So if you're using kale, my loves, in your dish, especially if you're doing a stew, something that has some sauce, broth, you just chop it real finely. And then you just mix it in there. When it's done, and then close the pot, close it with the lid, and that kale will just simmer. It will be steamed right there. You don't gotta do nothing extra. And a lot of people say kale is so bitter. Yes, I love kale. It is bitter, but it's also really good for you. Iron, blood, all that good stuff. I love it. And it makes things pretty and beautiful. So when I'm making like a kale salad, I'm adding kale to certain dishes. A FYI that I use is I massage the kale before I cut it. I massage, roll, and cut. I will make a video for those that don't understand what I'm saying. Massage, roll, and cut for your kale. Massage, roll, and cut. And then if I'm adding it into a dish and I put it last, I add a little natural sweetener, like a little agave or a little honey, raw honey. Or if you don't have that, you can sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar, because kale can be a little potent. So just a little something to mask it a little bit, not to take away from it, but just to give it a little, what am I tasting? Yeah, so that's another little secret of mine that I use sometimes when I'm doing kale, when I'm kaling. When I'm kaling. I'm just straightening up my station now, y'all, as I'm waiting on this to finish. And this is done. The heat is on so low, so I'm just finishing this spinach to finish steaming. They're still crunchy when I just taste it, so we're in good hands. All right, family, that is done. Done. I'm gonna show y'all what we create together. Oh, that I locked it off. This looks and it tastes good, y'all. It's not just looks. It tastes good. Remove that. This was our mashed potato right here. Got our herbs in it. Look at this. Look, y'all. I wasn't playing when I said it. This looked like you went to a 3-star restaurant. Sometimes this is what they're serving y'all in the restaurant. They just add some stuff. It's instant. It ain't homemade. So I just want to show y'all. Look at this. Like you go to Longhorn, you go to any restaurant and order a side of mashed potato. This is thick and delicious right from the box. See, when I drop it, because when it sits, it's gonna thicken. Look at this. Look. No playing no games around here. This is real. This is real life, real time. All right, I'm gonna show y'all how I pair it together. Another secret, my loves, to longevity is basically eating your food groups, eating with colors. Have your starch, have your vegetable, have your protein for most of your meals. Not saying you can't have some cheat days, you just have a nice little dessert, but no, it can't always be pancakes, waffles, French fries, burgers. No, we have to have some bitters, some greens, some turnip greens, some kale, some spinach, some collard greens, some callaloo. We need our greens too. And you mix that up. Eat like that and you will be fine. That will be your doctor. You won't need no doctor. As a naturopathist, I'm like, yo, we need to eat better. You learn. It's like how we were raised. You eat from the earth and it sustains you. Everything you need is in the herbs and the plants and the fruits. Everything I know, I've learned, and I've eaten and I've experienced. It's not from the experience of somebody else. I'm saying this because the Holy Spirit showed me that is life. That is life. No matter about what they're telling you with these modern medicine. Not saying don't take your medicine, but the natural way of eating. If you eat right, move, exercise, deal with your issues, you won't need a modern doctor because you are your doctor. I'm going to say it again. You are your doctor. What am I looking for? See, I'm over here teaching. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. That's how it be. Grabbing a plate for us. Get some mashed potato on our plate. Yes, honey. Honey, honey. Honey, and you just put this in your Tupperware. It's nice and thick, and you have it for even a few days for the week. Few days. Few days. Few days. Get your kale. Get your kale in, my honeys. Get your kale in. Don't play with your life. You live life right. Don't play with your kale. Did it, y'all. Let's show you how we did it. We did it, y'all. Look, there it is. Look, look, look. Look. There we have it. There we have it. Made with love, from love. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, I love y'all. Continuous love, healing, and restoration. See you all in our next live. Mwah. Peace.